Hello everyone. Just after finishing the draw the game, lost 2-1 to the Derry City. Even game for most of the half. Best way of putting it there. You know, Derry won the game through 2 free kicks there from Will Patson. First goal, 35, 40 yards out. A free kick there where you would expect him to cross the ball into the box, but almost was dreaming in the sticks and just put it to the back of the net really. Second goal as well, near enough. Both goals are on the same side of the pitch, pretty much the same angle really, and near enough. And there was 2 men on the wall on almost who, again, just didn't get the free kick there, and he just banged in off the crossbar and in. And we equalised. Mark Doyle with a penalty from a handball. Brilliant, just down the middle. But even enough there. Do I say we deserve to lose? No, I think we deserve the draw. I thought we were at least getting an equaliser when Darren Cole got sent off, but at the end we got sent off as well, which didn't help. So that kind of messed up for us as well. But look, we're off now for a week or 2 weeks until the 12th of June. Sometimes I think they over that game, and looking forward to the next game now. And should be good.
Final score for Finn Park, Sligo Rovers 2, Finn Harps 1. Disappointing result for Harps this evening. Thought we were the far better team. First half, it could have been decided at half time, but just wasn't meant to be. Goals scored by Sligo by Romeo Parks, and Banks. Parks took this scored first, and then he got sent off in the second half for headbutting Siddiqui. We scored right after Sligo. Tunde scored his first goal of the season. He had a good game this evening, but I feel he should have scored about 5 or 6 more. That's my honest opinion. It was a very interesting match. Both sides went at each other. Great advertising for the football. A couple of big games like up now after the mid-season break. We get Shamrock Rovers. All in all, another disappointing defeat. But Sligo played well in the second half. Defence played really well. Great save again from McGinty, which I thought Boyd should have scored the header, and it was a massive save for them. But all in all, we go on another day, chin up, and we'll be back again. Up the Harps.
So it's full time in Finn Park. It's Finn Harps 1, Sligo Rovers 2. That's a fantastic 3 points, I think, considering I thought Finn Harps, to be fair to them, probably were the better team. Had a lot of chances in the first half. I thought Olavi was very, very good, causing us a lot of problems. A run of rings around Gary Buckley and Matt, and I think it's the first time this season where I really felt like our 2 centre-backs was exposed. He played very well. A lot of chances going astray, but thankfully Ed McGinty in goals, pulling off some absolutely wonderful saves, kept us in the game. And luckily then we got the breakthrough at Romeo Parks. Very good finish. Very well taken into the bottom left corner. But credit to Finn Harps again. Straight from tip off, got the goal within 30 seconds from our goal. And look, I can't say it's not deserved because it is. Thought they were very, very good. Surprised me a wee bit how good they would be. They really showed up today, to be fair to them. And I was very worried because going into the game I kind of felt like it was going to be a bit of a banana skin, to be honest, especially with our win last week against Shams. And nothing's for granted in this league, we know that. And just delighted to get the 3 points. Going into the second half then, more of the same really. In the first half, thought it was very free flowing football from both teams. A lot of going forward, a lot of attacking, which you love to see really. If there's any neutrals watching that, I'm sure they'd agree with me. That was a fantastic game of football from both teams. Very attacking, very high intensity, and that's what you like to see in the league. It's very good for the league to see 2 teams like that really going for it. Romeo Parks then got sent off early into the second half. I must admit, I didn't see anything. A few people saying it's a headbutt, or he must have said something or something, but that's the problem with having no replays that watch LOI. You can't really see what kind of happened. I didn't see anything personally. If there was a headbutt, then fair enough, he got sent off, but I didn't see one myself, so I don't know what the referee and the linesman saw. But they sent him off, didn't even have to think about it. It was just a straight red card. See, it was for a headbutt against Siddiqui, but I didn't see Siddiqui even reacting or anything like that, so I don't really know. he got a yellow himself. But listen, I'll have to watch it back this evening to make a clear judgment on it. But if he said something, or if he headbutted Siddiqui, then obviously you can't have any complaints. It's a red card at the end of the day. But I thought then we got the goal to go 2-1 up. Banks, great finish from the corner on his left foot, top corner, was absolutely fantastic. But then going down to 10 men, it's very difficult to play 10 men, especially against Finn Harps away, because they're going to be piling bodies forward. But I thought, to give us a lot of credit, very tight at the back, very composed, very compact as well. Thought we deserved the 3 points overall. Finn Harps did have their chances in the second half, a lot of them, to be fair. Olavi, a couple of going astray, Barry McNamee as well. I thought he played well, could have had a couple of chances. But listen, I thought he played very well. Greg Bulger was absolutely fantastic. What can I say about him? It's a game where we really needed him. He's dug deep. You need that type of player in your squad, I think, and he's just been absolutely fantastic. Same again with Shams last week. I thought he absolutely ran that game. Very, very good. Overall, listen, it's a very good 3 points in a very tough place. And not a lot of teams will be getting points off Finn Harps away this season. And I knew that going into it. That's why I was kind of nervous for it. But overall, fantastic 3 points. Keeps us top of the league now until after the break. Listen, if you told me that at the start of the season we'd be top of the league at the break, I'd snap your hands off. Not saying we're going to win the league, not saying we're going to challenge, but it's more than I've expected, and hopefully long may it continue. They've been absolutely fantastic this season. Hopefully more to come.
Hey guys, just finished watching Treaty United against ourselves, Bray, in the SSE Airtricity League First Division. Of course, Bray were on a pretty good run. They won the last 3 games. The last one was quite a tough game in Wexford, but they won it nonetheless, 1-0. They didn't scrape it, but they won it. Fully expected us to go down to the Marcus Field and to win the game. Although Treaty have had some pretty impressive performances this season, I just thought we'd have too much, certainly within the squad. But the end result, I'm actually quite shocked with. Bray dominated for huge periods of the game, huge periods, and there was just no final ball into the box that met one of our players in a promising position. Joe Doyle had a chance midway through the first half, and the ball kind of was up in the air, and he went up for a header, but it's like he went up too early and he headed wide. There was no massive chances. Brandon Kavanagh has been our top player, but the last 2 games, it's almost as if Brandon is off the pace, Bray are off the pace. He makes things click for us, but unfortunately, although a lot of stuff went through Brandon tonight, it just didn't work out. But fair play to Treaty. They've had some fantastic results this season. Very unlucky in Galway with the last minute equaliser they got. Very unlucky against Shells. They were winning with a couple of minutes to go, and then obviously got their last minute equaliser. But Bray are now in the playoffs. Treaty are now into the playoffs. It's quite a tight league. Shells obviously win tonight. They're starting to kind of step ahead of a lot of teams. Obviously expected at the start of the season, like we were expected to be up there, but let's hope Darrell Lynch gets back over the break, and Gary Shaw gets back to full fitness, because we certainly do miss them from the start. And I know a couple of chances that we had in the first half would have Gary Shaw definitely would have taken it, and Darrell Lynch would have taken them as well. So it's disappointing. Treaty, the 2 goals, one, Bray just didn't want to tackle their player. Sorry, the young lad's name evades me, but Bray just didn't want to tackle our player, and he weaves his way through in the box and puts the ball past Brian Marr. And their second, a ball into the box from the right hand side, and Mark Bourne, under no pressure at all, heads to his own net, and it was 2-0, game over. 5 minutes added on, and we did nothing in those 5 minutes. It's very disappointing. I don't, to be honest, like, the league, as I said earlier on, is so tight, but was hoping we'd go to Treaty, get the 3 points and take it into the break, and it sets us up nicely going into the Shelbourne game. But we're going into the Shelbourne game now probably needing a win. But It is what it is. Finished at the Markets Field. Again, disappointingly for Bray. 3 to United. Fair play to us. 3 to United 2. Bray Wanderers 0.
I guess just after watching the Dundalk Pats game there, great result for Dundalk. Winning 2-0, considering as well that we got hammered on Monday night. So it was great to get a clean sheet. I think that for me, that was the main thing here. I was only going into this game hoping for a draw, really. Didn't think we'd get much out of it, but yeah, to be honest, we didn't really get much out of it, did we? Chances wise, we had about 3 chances the whole game that I can think of. And well, when the faulted player like Dave McMillan, he's going to put them away. I know one of them was an own goal, but I'm pretty sure it was Dave McMillan that took the shot anyways. But yeah, he took his chance very well, and that's the thing though, you can't write Dundalk off in the games. Even if they only get half chances all game, the guys in the field there, Dave McMillan, Pat Hoban, McElhaney, Duffy, they can all score goals from anywhere in the opposing team's half. So yeah, you have to always be wary of them. But just in the back tonight, though, I think it was a mixture of Andy Boyle and Chris Shields had great games. Two bloody brilliant all game. But I don't think Pats really played to their best abilities tonight. I think that helped us out a good bit. Their passing in the final third was lacking. I thought BB should have been tested more. He's still very shaky. And I don't know if that's just lack of confidence or if he's just a bad goalkeeper. I'm not 100% sure. I'm hoping it's just lack of confidence though. But yeah, I think Dundalk deserved to win. We took our chances that we got, the few chances we got. Pats didn't take theirs. So yeah, on to the break now and a couple of weeks off and recharge and go again. Montown.
How's it going, guys? Just hopping on quickly to give my opinions on the Pats against Dundalk game. Pats obviously lost 2-0. Bit of an annoying one to watch, I think, from a fan's perspective anyway. I think we were solid enough, we started the game well, and then out of nowhere, counter-attack, and Dundalk scored through an own goal, Sam Bowen own goal. Bit of an unlucky one, so then I think Pats, then after the goal, we got our foothold in the game, kept on going, and then that McMillan goal in the second half was a killer. It was a weird one. I thought Pats had most of the ball, were looking more threatening, but they just couldn't find the final pass to really put anything past the BB. I didn't think BB had much to do, which is a bit unfortunate because obviously he hasn't had the best start to the season, so you'd probably think Pats would have targeted him a bit more, but the only time that he was really targeted was from corners. But apart from that, not good at all. Like Stephen O'Donnell, I don't think he got it right today. I thought up top he played Matty Smith and Billy King. Didn't work. I can see in a scenario when you can play Matty Smith and Billy King up top, but when we're crossing the ball in like we were today, against the likes of Andy Boyle and Chris Shields, you're never going to get, Billy King and Matty Smith winning too many headers. So you really need to think outside the box. Either change the way you play or, look for alternatives on the bench. Obviously, we wanted to rest Coughlin, and that's why Coughlin didn't play up top. But we had Nahum Melvin Lambert, who obviously came on 75th minute, and he looked pretty good. So, obviously you're not in the training ground every day, so you can't really say, but there's a bit of a question mark over why he wasn't playing, because I think he would have suited us a lot better if we were going to cross it into the box, which he ended up doing. So, overall, not the best. I think the mid-season breaks come at a great time for Pats. We have a few injuries. Probably need to add a little bit to the squad, especially in attacking areas where we aren't the best on the bench. You're looking at the Pats bench and you don't really have any proven League of Ireland players. All the players so far this season, they have stepped up, but it can only get you so far. We need some proven players into the team, hopefully to bolster up the squad and keep on going and keep in touch with the two Rovers, Shamrock Rovers and Sligo Rovers. So yeah, hard one to take, move on. I think it's Longford first game after the break, so hopefully we can get back to winning ways. Bit of a blip in the road again, but sure, definitely have faith in Stephen O'Donnell. Although he hasn't got it right today, he's shown he has what it takes to be a good manager in this league. So onwards and upwards.
Hi Keith, just finished watching City against Cove. The result again summed up City season so far. They actually played quite well a lot of the game, and I think what happened there was what was a big loss to them. There was Jonas Hakkinen got injured, and they brought on Dylan McGlade. They kind of went to 3 at the back. And that, City were quite comfortable. Cove for the first 10 minutes dominated. City hit the bar, City hit the post. City should have scored after 3 minutes through Jack Baxter. It's kind of basically in a nutshell, this game tonight has it's shown exactly the faults that City have this year. A lot of possession, but wasting a lot of chances. Not some players just not up to it. They're just I don't think or they haven't got a grasp of the first division. That's the problem with City. They're just lacking experience. They don't have the experience that they used to. Best player on the pitch tonight was Garrod Morrissey. He was outstanding in the centre midfield. He ran the game for City. When he got on the ball, used the ball very well. He hit the post. He was very unlucky. It's great to see. He's the positive. It's great to see him back to the player that he used to be. When he's fit, he's excellent. And again, just gave away another sloppy goal, which sums up their defending this season. The game was there from tonight, and Cove came and went in the game. Fair play to Jake Haggerty up front there for Cove. He had a very good game for Cove. He's probably their best player. Garrod Morrissey was City's best player. And as I said, 2-week break, and it'll be the best thing that'll happen to City. There needs to be, I think City, there needs to be a kind of a good talk or something, just a good sit down and see what's going on with the club. And I again, I hate saying it, but he brought on Dylan McGlade. Jonas Hakkinen went off injured, and Dylan McGlade. Well, it's not that I hate picking people out individually, especially fellas playing for the club, but he brought on Dylan McGlade tonight, and, I don't know, is it just me or does everybody else see the same thing again, going down the wing, beating 3 and 4 fellas and then losing the ball, and, just do the simple thing, beat your player and get the ball into the box, especially, he seems to have it, but just uses it wrong all the time, and it's very frustrating to watch. I think he needs to be dropped, or they need to get rid of him. Just get rid of him, basically. He's not adding anything really, and looks he kind of reminds me of Martial with United, kind of gets a bit of a strop or something, and it's not good enough, it's not good enough, and I'm sure Colin sees, he'll take a lot out of tonight's game. There's a lot of fellas, I know they don't have the squad, I suppose, but it's just disappointing again, and it's going to sum up their season, creating chances, not taking their chances, and then just conceding stupid goals. Just as well on the commentary there, Trevor Welch done the commentary there, and Cove legend there, John O'Rourke, lovely fella there, played with Cove for years, great player in his day, played with Shells as well. Fantastic commentary of the two lads, probably the best out of any of the commentaries I watched home and away this year, the best commentary I've seen. Thanks, Keith.